everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here today again with my friend Maria. You all know Maria from before, we made a couple of videos together. I am Portuguese and Maria is Norwegian. And today we are going to make a video about Christmas traditions from Portugal versus Norway. And talk a little bit about our traditions that we have with our families, but also the traditions about like the countries in general. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. How do you celebrate Christmas Day and Christmas Eve?
Normally I'm with my family at my parents' house. We start the morning with breakfast, and then me and my sister, even though we are much older now, we used to watch Christmas movies in pajamas. And then we dress up for Christmas, and we have Christmas dinner. It's when the choir sings in. I think it's at 6 o'clock. It's a beautiful kids choir.
Okay.
And then after the dinner we open presents, and then we finish up with dessert, and then a Christmas movie the rest of the night.
Okay, and this is on the 24th. And then on the 25th?
We don't have like any big traditions. We normally make some not Christmassy food.
Okay.
So like lasagna or something like that.
And then like cozy.
Yeah. And we stay at home watching Christmas movie all day, just being the family, playing board games.
My family on the 24th, we in Portugal is like the dinner is the most important, and you get together with your family. So during the whole day until dinner time, we are just baking and cooking. And then family comes to dinner and we open presents and everyone goes to sleep. And then the next day we have lunch also with family. And then the afternoon is also like more cozy, sitting on the couch, watching movies. What are the main dishes?
So I had to write down this because I have talked about this a lot in Norwegian, but I never explained in English.
Yeah.
My family, we always eat something called pinnekjøtt, which is the ribs of sheep, salted and dried. And then we cook it, and then so it lays over water, kind of similar to bacalhau in Portugal. We like boil it, and then to finish it up, we like to make it a bit crispy. So we put it in oven on baking sheet
to get
finish
crispy.
it. And yeah, it's perfect like that. And then we eat it with mashed. This was a funny word I had to Google. So it's what was it? Rutabaga.
Oh yeah,
Rutabaga.
Rutabaga.
Which is Norwegian kålrot or kålrabi.
Okay.
So this is like my favorite, and which we eat at my house.
I ate two Norwegian Christmas dinners with my office at Christmas, and it was like one was lutefisk, which is like this transparent fish, and another one was this head.
Smalahove.
Yeah, it was a full head of a sheep with tongue and the eye and everything. In Portugal, we eat bacalhau, so codfish, but the Portuguese bacalhau, it's dried and salted, like you said, kind of the meat you have. I think it's many ways you can do it. In my family, my mom does it bacalhau com natas, which is with potatoes and cream in the oven, and bacalhau cozido, which is just boiled codfish with some vegetables and boiled potatoes. So you can choose whatever you want. And then the next day at lunch we eat, it's like baby sheep in the oven with peas and mashed potatoes. Yeah, so it's also really good. I really love both. Because we have one day it needs to be fish and the other day it's supposed to be meat. Next question is, what are the typical Christmas desserts?
So I will just say from the house of my parents, we have like tons. It's like a buffet. So we have like, in Norwegian it's called riskrem, which is literally translated to rice cream, but it's like rice pudding but mixed with cream, so it gets like fluffy, and we serve it with a red berry sauce. One of my favorites, it's cloudberry cream, so it's cloudberries with whipped cream.
That sounds so good.
Yeah. It's unbelievably good. And then lefse, which is it's like a Norwegian flatbread, but it's made with sugar and cinnamon and butter.
That's really good as well.
And we eat with humme, which we were talking about before, which is like homemade, some sort of cheese. It's like milk that has been boiled down until it becomes a bit like lumpy, and you add it with raisins and cinnamon. It depends on the recipe of the family.
In Portugal we also have like the table is full of desserts. Actually, it's like typical that the family guests, bring a dessert, so there's always so many desserts, but the typical things are called filhoses. It's so difficult to explain, but it's made with like a dough that you fry in oil.
Is that the one with the iron that
also,
you did?
Yeah, that's a way of doing it. There's ones with an iron, you just dip it in the dough and then it comes with the shape of like stars or something. But there's so many more. So you have those, you have some that have like a filling inside, as vias it's called. And my grandmother does fatias douradas. My grandmother does that. It's basically slices of bread. The bread soaks the milk and the sugar and then you fry them. They're really good. I love those too. So we have a lot of different ones. But we also have some kind of like riscrème. It's called arroz doce.
And you did a video with your grandparents with those, right?
Yeah, I have a video with my grandmother where I do arroz doce, and a video with my grandfather that do this
iron.
the iron thing. Yeah, I can put the links down below so you can see. Do you have advent calendars or candles? Like advent candles. Advent calendars that are candles.
So we have the advent candles where you lit one candle every Sunday of Advent.
Because it has the days, right?
They are different. You have
okay.
That's one candle that you take for each day.
Okay.
And then you have like that other one which is like 4 candles together, and each Sunday of the Advent
you light one of those.
So in the end they are like different heights. It's really nice. And then we have like those chocolate calendars.
Yes.
Also like parents make gift calendars.
Do they?
Yeah. Me and my sister had a gift calendar, and we opened like every second day we opened. Because it's like a lot, you know.
Yeah.
So we did every second day, and it would be like, let's say, like a nail polish.
Well, in Portugal it's very boring. We have the chocolate calendars. They are very common, but we do not have advent calendars. Well, at least when I was a kid, there were no advent calendars, and we don't have candles. No. Is it normal to have Christmas dinner with work? It's really big in Norway, right?
Yeah.
It's really julebord. So the whole company pays your Christmas dinner in some fancy restaurant, or?
It depends on the company.
In Portugal, to be honest, I'm not really into this subject because I never worked in Portugal. I don't think it's so common as in Norway, such a big thing like julebord, Christmas dinner. Which films repeat every year during Christmas? In Portugal, there's always a Disney movie. And also Harry Potter.
Yeah, actually Harry Potter is also shown on Norwegian television.
Maybe it's a worldwide thing.
So we have some movies that we see every year on television. One is Tre nøtter til Askepott, which is from Czech Republic.
Yeah.
I think it's from there originally. But it's been like dubbed in
Okay.
Norwegian. and it's a male voice that talks all the characters.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Really?
But it's really funny. So that's on every year. And then you have one called Reisen til julestjernen, which is a Norwegian movie. I used to watch all the Home Alone movies.
Yeah, that's right. Do you stay the whole time at home, or do you go out somewhere? Like if you go on a stroll, or... If I go out, it's for delivering gifts. But that's the only... Yeah, we don't leave the home.
No.
Do you sing Christmas carols?
No.
No. Yeah, we put on like Christmas song in the background, and we sing them, but not carols, no. Is it normal to go to church?
My parents now live in the southeast part of Norway. I grew up in the north, so when we lived in north, we used to go with family to the church.
Okay.
But now, since we moved, we haven't like continued with the tradition.
Like my family don't do it, and I don't know many people that do it nowadays. I'm sure a lot of people do it anyway, but we don't. I like the singing in the church thing, like the carols. I think I would like those.
That's nice.
Yeah. Do you open presents after midnight or in the next morning?
None of them.
When do you open presents?
Like...
Do you cheat and open before?
No, but it's different tradition. Like
okay.
Here, my family, we always open after dinner.
Okay.
So dinner will be at 6, and then like maybe at 7:30.
On the 24th?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good. You just open right away the presents. We are supposed to open it after midnight, so everyone should like wait. We try to wait until midnight, but we open maybe a little bit before. But in Portugal, the tradition is to open at midnight, not the day after. How do you dress? Casual, fancy?
Yeah, we all dress up.
You dress up?
Yeah.
On the 24th?
24th.
And then 25th is like pyjama?
Whatever you want.
Okay. My family don't dress up, but we all wear Christmas sweaters. And we dress up a little bit, not like super. Is it normal to have a lot of presents? I think it probably depends from family to family. Before, when I was smaller, younger, the whole tree was filled of presents around. Nowadays it's a little bit less because we actually started doing Secret Santa. It's like a fun tradition we started so we wouldn't spend so much money.
I think it's kind of like you say, like when you're a kid, then there's like a lot.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, it gets less.
Does someone dresses like Santa? Is this normal to happen in Norway?
I would say yes.
Yeah?
It was like that when I was a kid. It was
okay.
like neighbor. I was always guessing who it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was like, oh, this person did like this and this.
In Portugal the same. Like if you have kids, there's always someone dresses up like Santa. For example, in my family when we were kids, my parents had like a bell. So they pretend like the reindeers were coming. So it was like ding 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 ding. Is it a real or fake Christmas tree?
We had real until many years, but like maybe 2-3 years ago we started using fake.
Really? No, but like in general in Norway, it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
Like people take it serious, and you have really good real trees.
We have a really good fake tree, okay? It's really good. I mean, like
it's a real good.
It's a real good fake tree.
Because in Portugal they are fake. Like all of them are fake. I don't know anyone that has a real Christmas tree. I even think it's forbidden, because like we don't have so many pine trees, so you shouldn't cut them, and so I don't know anyone. But mine is also like it looks amazing. When I say I have a fake Christmas tree, a lot of Norwegians are like, what? But it doesn't smell anything. Like it doesn't have a smell. It's like, yeah, well, you can buy fake smell. Cool question. When do you start making your Christmas? When do you make Christmas tree?
The 23rd. In the afternoon.
And you make it like as a family thing?
Yeah.
Because in Portugal we start making maybe 1st November. Yeah, I know it's a bit earlier than here. If you have like different traditions, a little bit more special or like very different ones, just write it down in the comments because it would be really cool to see, right? Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Give it a massive thumbs up, ching ching, and subscribe. And I'll see you next week with another video. Bye.
Bye.